Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make Golden Snitch Butterbeer cake pops, so let's get started! For the cake you will need 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a pinch of salt, half a cup of unsalted butter that has been softened, 1 cup of packed dark brown sugar, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of butter flavoring, half a cup of buttermilk, and half a cup of cream soda, and this is the brand that I use. Other things you'll need is buttercream frosting, gum paste, lollipop sticks, yellow candy melts, edible gold dust, a small brush, a styrofoam block, and wax paper. In a small bowl you want to whisk together the flour, salt, baking soda, and baking powder. Make sure it's all combined and then set this aside. In a separate bowl you want to combine the butter and sugar, and you want to beat this until it's light and fluffy. Then add the eggs one at a time. Next add the vanilla extract and butter flavoring. Now you're going to fold in about 1/3 of the flour mixture, then add the buttermilk, add more flour, add the cream soda, and finally the rest of the flour. Make sure you spray your cake pan with some non-stick cooking spray, then you want to bake this at 350 for 15 to 18 minutes or until it's fully cooked. While the cake is baking, you can make the Snitch's wings, so tape down some wax paper and add a little bit of vegetable oil to the gum paste. This will make it easier to work with. You also don't want to roll out the gum paste too thin or too thick, you want it to be somewhere in between. I cut out the wings by freehand, but you can use the template if that makes it easier for you. And once you've got your wing, you want to make 3 small indents at the bottom so that it looks more feathery like a wing. Now that you have all your wings, you're going to need 2 per cake pop. You're going to set them down on a curved surface to dry. I placed mine on a mug. Once your cake has baked and is cooled, you want to cut it into 4 sections, then take 2 of the pieces and rub them together over a big bowl. You're basically crumbling the cake, and you also want to break up any large pieces. After your cake is completely crumbled, you want to add the frosting and mix it in, and I did use a glove for this because it does get messy. Now take a baking sheet and place a piece of wax paper over it, and take little bits of the cake mixture and roll it into little cake balls and set them down on the wax paper. Once you have all your cake balls ready, you want to place these in the freezer to chill for about 30 minutes. Once they've chilled, you want to melt a little bit of the candy melts, and at this point you can also reshape your cake balls if you need to. Then take a lollipop stick, dip it in the chocolate, and stick it into the cake ball about halfway. Place these back in the freezer to chill for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you want to melt the entire candy melts, and I actually found it easier to roll the cake pop around in a spoon, and don't worry if it's not smoothly coated, because the Snitch actually has ridges, so it works. Stick the cake pops into the styrofoam block for the candy to harden, and once it's done, you can cut slits on the side of the cake pop to fit in the wings. For the finishing touch, you're going to brush the cake pops with some edible gold dust. And now you're done! These Snitch cake pops are so cute and yummy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!